the video with a couple of still photographs, a couple of snapshots that I've taken over the last year that I like, and I put them up there because when I go back to Bangkok tomorrow, I'm going to begin some really serious photography efforts. One of the things that on my list of to-dos here in the States was to buy myself a nice camera, and that's exactly what I did. I got a Nikon Z 7 and a 50mm Nikkor lens. But yeah, isn't that a beauty? So expect to see a lot of the results that come out of this in my future videos. I'm appreciating the sound of the rapids in the Lehigh River and the wind blowing here in this nice, cool, late summer day. Early autumn. The leaves are just starting to change here in the Pocono Hills in the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania. I think for my next trip, I'll arrive about this time of year so I can experience this gorgeous time of year. I arrived this morning at JFK Airport with my packet of papers needed to gain approval to get into Thailand. I wasn't completely confident just because it was so difficult to get them all. But the young Korean guy at the counter was like, check, 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 and yeah, I'm off to the land of skinny women who smile a lot and don't complain that much. Well, if they do, I can't understand them anyway. So, back to Bangkok. Something really struck me last night after I got off the airplane at Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok. And the hotel where I have to stay for 7 days, a quarantine hotel called Lohas Residences, was there to pick me up. Got through the airport administration stuff pretty quickly. And at about 10:45 p.m. on a Monday night, the streets were nearly deserted. Driving back on what are normally crowded, bustling, traffic-jammed up kind of highways that come out of the airport toward Bangkok at that time of night were virtually empty. 2 or 3 other cars in the road. It was kind of grim. One of the things that jump out at people who, when they land in Bangkok for the first time and they come down the highway that connects the airport to the downtown area, are the giant billboards. Some of them are electronic digital images, others are just ordinary kind of billboards, but they're all brightly lit with big, giant, expensive ads. Well, they were all empty except for one. There was one that had a cell phone ad on it. Other than that, all of the billboards were empty and unlit, and that combined with the empty streets, especially as I got into the city here and began to realize that this emptiness, this void of cars and people still exists here in town as well. It's a lot different than where I had come from in the United States, which is getting pretty much back to normal. I mean, there are some vestiges of last year's problems still around in the States, but not that much. People are out and about. I was on airplanes and a train that were filled. You know, they were filled to capacity. Restaurants have people in them again. So, you know, the United States is getting pretty much back to normal. And my friend Blockchain, who's in London right now, he and I were talking. He says London's pretty much the same thing. Bangkok, not so much, not yet. I mean, it's moving in the right direction, but it's still a little on the grim side. And that was a little bit of a shocker. It was like, oh, wow, you know, things haven't changed here. And I'm in a quarantine hotel. I have to stay here for a week that was just reduced from 14 days down to 7 days. And it's a nice place. It's called the Lehigh Residences. I picked it out very carefully. There are 115 of them. This one has 2 rooms. I have to spend a week here. When I picked it out, I thought I had to spend 2 weeks. So I wanted to make sure I was comfortable, I had enough room. It has a kitchen and a washing machine, and you get 3 meals a day delivered. It's about $100 a night, which is a little more than you would spend with this for this place, but the meals are included, so is transfers from the airport. And right out that way, not too far away, is Nana Plaza, for those of you who know what that is. It's kind of a party district, red light district, which is closed down anyway. But I can't go out, so I'm stuck here for a week. And one of the things that I'm determined to do, here's a picture of me from 8 years ago. I was 64 years old, and I was in Singapore working as a yoga teacher, and I was at peak fitness. Well, this 7-day period is the beginning of me getting back to whatever peak fitness is for me now at my age. I'm 71, I'll be 72 next month. And I want to see where I can go, just where I can bring a fitness level back to. Got a little out of shape, as a lot of us did last year. I'm slowly getting back there. Well, this is going to kick off an effort to do that. Plus, I have my new camera that I'm going to be playing with and making videos as we go forward. So as soon as I'm let out of COVID jail here, I'll be seeing you back on YouTube. Thanks for watching.